members of the BC fitness industry say, hey, wait a minute, we can operate safely too. And perhaps some of those rules also need to be relooked at, and perhaps the restrictions could be changed or modified. We're joined now by Sara Hodson, President and CEO of Live Well Exercise Clinic. Sara, thanks so much for being with us.
Thanks, Jill.
So as it stands right now, and from how I understand reading the current rules when it comes to gyms and fitness centers, so nothing high impact, yoga, dance studios, any type of high intensity group physical activity, things like spin classes, aerobics, hot yoga, those aren't allowed, but you can still do individual workouts. Is that correct?
That is correct. And the Fitness Industry Council of Canada, in combination with Carl Ulmer, who leads up Club 16, Trevor Linden Fitness, as well as She's Fit, we have been working together to bring together the fitness industry within the province to not only be able to provide very safe opening plans and a safe experience for our members, but now also to work with the provincial government to really look at how can we have high-intensity fitness open and open safely, and what are the right measures that we can take. Of course, when we consider high-intensity fitness, we are considering a higher ventilatory rate, and, what number of people can we have in a space? I think that the good news in all of this is that there is the ability for us to do this safely, and united with the province, our goal is to really provide opportunities for British Columbians that promote their physical and mental health. And so I know it is possible. We can practice safe fitness in this province. And I think that we're on a really good pathway in that now the fitness industry, so the Fitness Industry Council of Canada, specifically in this province, has grown to represent over 100 fitness facilities. And we're coming together to say, we can do this, and we can work with our province, be aligned, and open these fitness facilities, because exercise is essential for our physical and mental health, and there really is no time like now that we actually need those services.
Do you think it can be done then? Because one of the comments, I know when Dr. Henry has been asked about this, she has said that there is evidence that shows there is transmission, and the transmission goes up when people are, say, on a treadmill or in those high-intensity environments where you're huffing and puffing and your heart rate is up and you're breathing very heavily. So is there a way, how do you do that in a safe way?
Yeah. I think that first it's really important for us to look at the worldwide data. Really shows that there's about a 0.06% new COVID case reporting across the world in fitness facilities. So a very, very low risk activity to be participating in. Of course, when we combine, no matter what the activity, a lot of people in a small space with poor ventilation and a high ventilatory rate, yes, that is where the concerns are coming from. However, there are absolutely safe and very realistic measures that we can take in order to create safe fitness spaces, including the use of masks. And there's a lot of really great technologies out there that do allow us to be active and fit with the use of masks, and a lot of research to support that it's completely safe for us to be exercising with masks on. It may feel uncomfortable, but if it's what allows us to go out and participate in our typical fitness activities, then those are just the adjustments that we all have to make right now. So from wearing masks to physical distancing to all of the things that we are used to doing, now we can create a safe environment for high-intensity fitness.
So you would be okay then, or fitness centers would be okay requiring it for the patrons to also wear masks, not only the employees?
Absolutely. And as the Fitness Industry Council of Canada, specifically here in BC, about 19 days ago, we decided as a coalition to make masks mandatory within our facilities. And though that may, for some of our members, may feel uncomfortable and may feel difficult, overall, I think that if it is what keeps our doors open and keeps public health at the forefront, then these are the things that we need to do right now. But keeping masks mandatory, putting masks on while we are active, is one of the biggest ways that we can prevent new COVID cases and transmissions.
Do you know if there's been any study, and this might be a better question maybe for a medical doctor, but do you know if there's been any study in, I'm just thinking of something like hot yoga or something where you are high intensity and you're really sweating, that mask is going to get wet. And I'm just wondering if a mask is still effective when it's wet and when you're at that stage.
Yeah, so what we do know about masks is that when they do become dampened, that we do want to refresh them. So again, there is mask protocols that we can put in place where, yes, it may mean that somebody does have to refresh their mask, but that could also be for the person participating in low-intensity fitness based on their level of fitness and their ventilatory rate. I mean, we all sweat at different levels. We all breathe at different levels. Some of us are heavy breathers. Some of us are lighter breathers. And so that is really individualized, and I don't think that's a reason for us to either keep gyms open or to not keep gyms open. I think that this all brings in kind of the social responsibility that we can provide to our other gym mates by putting a mask on and by changing it regularly if necessary.
Do you think it's more of a challenge for fitness centers and gyms? Because you would think that the spread of that, if there is COVID-19 spreading in these scenarios, it's most likely people who are asymptomatic, because I would hope that you're not going to do a high-intensity workout, or that you wouldn't be doing that if you have a fever, chills, body aches, if you have the symptoms of having this virus. So does that make it more challenging that it's probably or most likely people that don't have any symptoms?
Again, I don't think that it's a challenge if we have all of the right safety protocols in place. And, you know, here in British Columbia, since fitness reopened after our first set of closures, so back in kind of late May, early June, as the fitness industry came alive again, we have clocked millions and millions of healthy check-ins in fitness facilities without any transmissions. And so I think that, again, we really have to look at the data, and the reality of what's happening in BC is that fitness is a really healthy way for us to take control of our health right now, for us to be active, for us to improve our immunity, for us to manage our mental health in a very, very safe environment. And I think the key takeaway here is that we can practice safe fitness, and we can absolutely, as the fitness industry, provide that to our members in terms of putting public health at the forefront.
January is traditionally a time when people who haven't maybe been getting to the gym start up again, make resolutions and do that. So what is it going to look like if things stay the way they are and as it is now, with the current restrictions in place until at least January 8th?
I think that 2021 is actually going to be a really exciting year for the fitness industry and for people embarking on fitness journeys here in BC. And the reason I say that is because 2020 has caused us to pause, and there is no greater time in our lifetime that we have thought about our health more than we have this past year. And what I know is that, you know, fitness, you know, for people who fell away from fitness, from their routines, from going to fitness facilities, from being active, so many people have gone to online options, which is great because fundamentally we have to stay engaged. But in 2021, I believe that fitness is the comeback kid. Fitness is going to be where people are going to be ready and they want to get out there, and people are going to, in a very safe way, be able to come back to a community of people, come back to exercising at facilities, because the majority of people have never thought about their health the way that they have had to now. And in order for us to even prepare for a vaccine, our bodies need to be healthy and prepared in order to produce those antibodies, in order for us to have the immunity to fully accept the vaccine. And so I think that, again, the fitness industry puts itself in a very, very important and key position for British Columbians as we enter 2021. So I think this is going to be the year of the comeback kid for fitness.
All right. Well, we will wait and see what happens there, and hopefully chat with you again. Sara, thanks so much for joining us today.
Okay, take care.
That is Sara Hodson, President and CEO of Live Well Exercise Clinic. We are going to take